Hello, everyone. That's regular me on the left, okay? And the one on the right is Marina. There she is! Who are those fish we busted up? Second mate? Colin, I'm not your enemy. Just another bystander who got sucked in. I heard Marina's voice up from the spire, so I came up to find her. Set this collar chip into that pallet. Deep breaths 8. It's time to go and find Marina. No way. Marina? Hey, Rena. Yo, can she even hear me? Guess not. She's tangled up in that weird machine. Oh. Hmm. Was that tons missiles? Which chumps? Chumps, I'm glad they learned. Honestly, they should have led with chumps. They should have, when they announced chumps, they should have just, replaced Tentamissiles with chumps, honestly. Should have just been like, oh, this is the new Tentamissiles rework. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Is that 8 and Pearl? Grayscaling interrupted. Intruders confirmed disorderly. Classifying. Okay. Who is this fool? I am order itself, a conscious generated from the process of many who you. Okay, I have now fully realized I am perfectly no further. Okay. I was shaking like crazy. Long ass tutorial, 40 minutes that hook. Oh no, it didn't take 40 minutes, it probably took half of that. Because of the interruptions. 2 and 3. Side order. I'm now realizing because of all the white how dirty this fucking screen is. Oh, thank goodness, Pill ain't woken up. I think she can see that. Hey, thank you so much for freeing me. Surprised to see me in the flesh. Marina worked some magic and bam! I'm back, baby. Baby. Those are the dramatic days in the Orderland module that stuck you into the drone frame and did all the other stuff too. Say what? Dramatic days in... Oh, that's right, let me back up a bit. Interesting. This is the Memverse, this is prototype VR, that is the virtual reality, I mean. Your virtual reality? You're saying you've been in a fake place this whole time? That's right, the only real things in this Memverse are our minds. The fuzzy cloud we met was order. It took control of me and caused the whole Memverse to go haywire. Forcibly connected who knows how many people to the Memverse. Their minds are all in here now. Which is how I got pulled into this, I take it. Ach, I'm so sorry, I never intended for you to get roped up in my mess. It's fine, you have other problems, like what to do about the situation we're in. You're absolutely right, we need to do something about order. Order's ultimate goal is a colorless world of order. What's this beef with change? Actually, hold up, I thought the Memverse isn't real. Even if it gets what it spends in the Memverse, who cares? The real world stays the real world, right? Just using what is called grayscaling to neutralize the will of everyone that's trapped here. So if someone goes through the grayscaling here in the Memverse, it has an effect on the real person. That about sum it up? Yeah. Anyone who goes through grayscaling will slowly lose all their will to actual reality too. That sounds bad. Ooh, I've been some scans somehow. Okay. Why's it got to do that, and what does it mean for us? For one thing, the spy is suddenly taller, but that's not the worst part. Run out of lives once and we'll get kicked out. That'll probably happen, since enemies hurt more. Ah. Okay, that said, I built the members to begin with. I don't have to take this sitting down. Now that I'm outside this bar, I can hack the system. Okay. Glad to have you back on our side. You'll need pearls to get any hacking done. You should have some already, I think. Oh, there's a bestiary. Final Fest is over, and we lost. I feel bad for Steam Order, they all tried so hard, but at the end of this platform, Pearl said we'll take over the world, a world tour. Can you believe it? Can't wait. I haven't felt like this since I was on the sidelines for that battle, right? Before I came to Incomplete Square. If Off the Hook's gonna be on a world tour, oh my god, this is so long. She writes like Stan Twitter. Okay, so this is a sequel to Ooh. Okay, this might be good. Tough going. The going might be tough ahead, but if we don't give up, I know we can make it. Let's get this party started. Don't worry about me. I'm in this to the end. The pallet's all empty. The college chips you got converted to pearls. No chips, no upgrades. Ah, okay. I have fewer lives than I did before. Ah, it's fun tower control. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Nice. Jesus. It's kind of going in on itself. Oh my god, they play with the ball. It looks like a sheep's head rasp, by the way. I don't know if that's what it is, but that's what it looks like to me, at least. Done. Yeah, that was easy. There we go. Okay, Inksaver main. I love the Inksaver stuff. Inksaver is so useful here. Nice, okay. We got the pills for clearing it. This bar is set up to give you some bonuses if you can clear 5 theft. For example, if you get kicked out after that, you'll start with 500 membucks on your first run. Ah. These don't sell drinks, but for a few membucks they can restock lives or buy color chips. Swap your sub-weapon or special weapon for a new one. Yes. Okay, let's see. Ink Strike. Drawn gauge charge, sticky ink. That. I thought I could be smart and just aim at it without knowing where it is, but no. Unfortunately not. There we go. Oh! It's Agent 4. Okay, where is he? Oh no, he's got roller now. It's a big swig. Oh, there's another one. Oh no. There we go. Okay, there's 4 of them now, I see. Ah, blaster. Umbrella. Okay. Should be blaster, umbrella, shooter. something else. Okay. Ah, slosher, yeah. Oh god. Maybe she ran, sorry, I'm cooking theories. Maybe she maybe Marina tested the, side order with 4 and accidentally, did that to him. Where are we looking? Tenta missiles. Oh, you bitch. Who is that? No, run away. Oh, you fucking... Alright, so... I have now done 2 runs of this that were successful. And now I'm going to do another one with a different palette. The 2 successful runs were with these weapons, as you can see. But, no, I don't want to do that one. But, I've gotten pretty close with these, with the roller and the brush. So, now, I guess I can review side order, properly, while I do another run. I'll tell you what, these enemies are so annoying. I don't like them. Did I not just... Okay, sure, whatever. So, simple, I guess. What do I like about side order? I think the ramping of difficulty is nice. I think it's reasonable. And I think the ramping of difficulty does make you sort of understand, what chips do you pick up, right? It helps inform a run, I guess. If you're not as familiar with, how abilities work and what abilities a certain weapon wants, this is actually a great mode for teaching you what type of abilities a certain weapon might want. So that's something I like about side order, is that something that, say, casual players may not necessarily be thinking about is now something that may be on their radar. So that's nice. That's an interesting thing to pull from it. But that's also something I don't like about it, because now I kind of functionally see it as a tutorial mode. The DLC is almost supposed to be a big challenge, but my experience with this game is that it wasn't really that much of a challenge. It was more of just it was a lot less of a challenge and a lot more of I think the postman's trying to stick a big package through the... Hang on. That was correct. And then I sort of was like, my brother's and he's upstairs, so I threw it up the stairs and then I hit the dog in the face. I did not mean to do that. It is a bit less of a challenge. my experience with it was that I completed it like a complete and normal oh, I should have just waited for that to explode. I completed it in the way that I think like a normal roguelite is supposed to be finished at the end of the day. Like yeah, I was trying to go for like the hardest difficulty every time, but at the same time, like I didn't my playtime on it by the time that I won it for the first time wasn't unreasonable for a roguelite. So it doesn't really feel like the same. It doesn't really feel like the challenge that you kind of expect after Octo Expansion. You know, like Octo Expansion, it was very clear that they wanted a mode that had a really good way of allowing the player to challenge themselves. That's my point more so. Like, you know, I try to challenge myself in the best way possible that the game allows, and I didn't really feel that challenged by it. So, I don't think it gets much more difficult than what I tried to do. Besides, like, turning the hacks off, which is not what you're supposed to go into this game without doing anyway. You know, if you go into this with the hacks turned off, you're not playing it by the kind of books that the game expects you to play it by. Unlike, you know, the difficulty ramping in Octo Expansion, which kind of does allow for more difficulty ramping. Like, there is a noticeable difference between the most difficult version of a level and the least. In Octo Expansion, in terms of that though, like it's not a boring thing. Like I'm more than happy to grind it out. I think it is just not what I was really expecting, and like I think I probably would have had less of a meh response to it had it come out a bit before, because I think that is definitely just the main aspect that doesn't help it. Is that, oh, you know, we waited this long for it. After it was announced, it felt like it was being delayed a lot, and then for it to come out the way that it did, just didn't feel as worth it, I guess. That, you know, a lot of people spent all this time waiting and then didn't really get what they were looking for from it. I think that would have been lesser if it had come out a season or two ago. I guess, like, it's not so much that I fully agree with the criticism. It's more so that I understand it. Like, I completely get where it comes from. I think it achieves what it's supposed to do. It's just what it was supposed to do. What it's supposed to do is not what a lot of people wanted it to do. So, that's basically my understanding of the criticism. In terms of my actual thoughts on it, it's like alright. It's like just alright. I think. So, final review. What do I think of Side Order? Would I say it's better than Octo Expansion? No. But would I say it's better than all the hero modes? Yes. I think it's kind of objectively true, in a way. Sometimes, explosions just don't help. Like, they just scatter the enemies all around and they attack you at more angles, and it's just not what you want, sometimes, you know? So what can we learn from Side Order? Well, one thing that you can learn is that the person who designed Octolinks is an ass man. Final review. What do I think of Side Order? When I last recorded for this, I talked about how I was struggling to understand how I'm supposed to break the game in half and make it ridiculously easy, and also not really understanding how they plan on making it more challenging. Since then, I've come to understand how to break the game well, but I'm still left without a way to make it more challenging than simply disabling everything that I put on. I did eventually figure out how to break the game into my favour. By the time I came to finishing the last order palettes, I was really cracking these runs without a single death, and it was quite a satisfying experience. It's just a shame that I ran out of things to do as quickly as I did. One of the things I was saying while playing this was that it simply won't hold a lot of people's full attention for long, and keep people coming back to the multiplayer or even just back to Splatoon, and after completing 8th palette, I didn't feel like there was any real reason to come back. I didn't really want any of Cypher's stuff, and I had already finished all the palettes, so what do I do now? I have nothing left to come back for. My proposal to solve this is to just add more DLC palettes. Remember back when Inkopolis Plaza was released and people noted the extra stickers behind the DLC one? It would be nice to just have those bonus challenges for people who were left wanting more from it. I'm not necessarily saying they should make both of these stickers extra DLC in this regard. I was just left wondering what other weapons would have been like, or wondering if it would have been more challenging if we could start with some other weapons like, say, Carbon Roller, which deals less damage and has much less range, or Tenterbrella, which is much more slow. And I was curious about what type of color chips they could come up with when it comes to things like S-Blast's mode changing between the ranges. It feels like Side Order has more potential than was explored. What we have here is great, but when I finished, I was left wanting a lot more, and there's nothing I really wanted to go for that gave me a reason to keep playing beyond 100%. And that final challenge with Octoshot just really wasn't that much of a challenge with them allowing floor skips, and I also feel like they could have done more to A, reinforce the rules of this challenge type, but also B, to have the chance to do this with other weapons. We never did get to use the Octo Roller or Brella or any other Octo weapons besides Octoshot, and it would have been quite fitting if the player's palette could have been done with any weapon. It's also not like the models for these weapons don't exist for the most part. They are in Alterna. They just decided not to give us any of them. It's because of this that I almost feel like a year and a half was too long a wait for me to already be finished with the game as soon as I am. With regards to story, it's a bit lacking, and it only really started to feel like the runs contributed to the story once they started throwing Marina's logs at me during 8th palette. But that tiny amount was at least nice, and it was just about all we really needed to iron out a few gaps in the story. There's a lore tidbit for Agent 8 that says that 8 recollects memories of their Octarian friends, and there was a specific one that came to mind, and with Act telling Marina to send 8 her regards when they came to the surface, I wonder if that's what they were trying to imply with it. But that's Side Order. I didn't really want to do a traditional playthrough for this since it's just the same thing over and over again, but I did at least want to have my say in a video, and I also thought it'd be nice to try a new format, so if you liked it, enforce some order on that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next season. Ciao.